play back-to-back matches, but it can be counterproductive, especially if you've just lost one. David Alcaide has got to pick himself up off the floor and go again. And we know with Tyler Styer, no one is more motivated to achieve American success than him.
Yes, we're in for a great match now. I love the singles. It gives the players a chance to really get into their rhythm and get into their game. And David's got to be on a bit of a downer after that. But what a tremendous match for Earl Strickland and Shane Van Bonen.
Both of these players have winning records in the Mosconi Cup. They've won more matches than they've lost.
That was a nice start for David there. He's got a nice spread of balls. Opened up nice and made the one ball. Corrected breaking earlier. And it seems like that one ball either goes in the side or the corner.
Yeah, you want to win racks, but the way you win them is also important. And let's break and run out here. We'll get the Q arm lubricated.
I think it's a nice advantage, actually, that he has played on the table and shaken off some nerves of that first match. But Tyler is fresh-faced and coming out here for the first time today. So it's important for David to stamp his authority in this first rack.
Yes, it's the first singles experience of the 2022 Mosconi Cup for both players. Of course, both were involved in the team competition. They've had 2 doubles matches as well. Both won one, lost one. Now they're on their own.
A little bit short there. Wanted it to come off the rail a little bit more. Shouldn't pose a problem though, because it's quite a natural shot.
Now this is more like the David Alcaide we know.
Yeah, he's a great champion, is David. All of Team Europe are champions.
Met with muted enthusiasm, that break and run out. Break and run outs in this year's Mosconi Cup have been in pretty short supply.
He's got a lot of history in this event and experience, and so he knows how to handle it. He's in front of his home crowd, and let's see what he's got. You know, he's one of the players who's been breaking well in this event, so it's surprising to see him come up with a dry break there. Normally, see how that one ball just missed the side pocket by a hair there.
Alcaide interestedly looked to see whether the 2-3 combination was on. That is made a little more complex by the fact getting through to the 2 could be masked by the green 6.
Yeah, it's tricky here. It's not an easy route to get down the table there. That's what he's looking at. If he can even get a shot to the 2-3.
But one slice of magic here, Alison, and the rack could really open.
That's all it takes. Looking at coming around 2 rails. He navigated that well. He's played the pace right. What a great shot that was. That's a tremendous shot from David.
In deference to where we are, he put that on a dime.
He really did. Judged to perfection. He's not making any of the mistakes that we saw him making that last match. But that's what the Mosconi does. It puts that extra little bit of tension on you.
There was a wag in the audience there saying, don't forget the purple 4. Of course it isn't, it's the purple 5. We had an instance at the recent US Open where poor old Joey Tate mixed up the balls and took them in the wrong order.
And Joey Tate is one of the great junior players in the US, and I'm sure in the years to come we'll see Joey in the Mosconi Cup himself.
From your adopted home state, I believe, Alison?
Yes, a good old North Carolinian. In fact, the Tate family all play. They have some young girls that shoot very well too. I'm sure they'll be joining the WPBA tour before long.
Now then, that wasn't the best, was it?
No, he's got a possible carom off the 7 onto the 8, or he could play it 2 or 3 rails around the table. It's really whatever he prefers. You know, like the thin cut going around. So options here. It's how you feel in the moment. The good thing about playing the little carom is that you're holding the 7 in position quite well, the brown 7. He made sure of the 8 there, I think, instead of getting too cute.
Under pressure, 2 things you don't want. The cue ball close to the side cushion and a thin cut. They're so ticklish, aren't they?
He might play the bank here. Like a 2-way shot, possibly. There we go. You see the 2-way shot, meaning that if he'd missed that 7, he would have got a snooker out of it. So it actually landed quite nicely for him.
Great call, Alison. Now, will it be a great 9-ball? Jason Shaw leaps down the stairs into the arena, delighted with that. In that run out, Alcaide was adventurous. Trying to get the crowd going, Tyler Styer, but will he get back to the table? Alcaide would love a repeat of rack 1.
Where's that 1-ball tracking into the corner pocket? And does he have a shot on that 2-ball? Balls have opened up very nicely here. So he's looking at trying to shoot that blue 2-ball into the corner, followed by the red 3-ball. Got a good angle here.
It's a multicoloured sport, is 9-ball pool. I suppose you could say David Alcaide is trying to pot a rainbow here, and there's plenty of gold at the end of this rainbow for the winning team.
In the form of $30,000 each. A lot to play for. He's really got his speed control down, Phil, hasn't he?
I thought he looked very shaky in that doubles at times, but This has been a complete transformation in the space of 10 or 15 minutes.
Somebody's got their phone on in the arena.
Well, they've got the wrong referee for that. Anyone who follows snooker knows that Marcel Alcaide is very hard on people who have those phones going off. Doesn't take any nonsense. And there's no nonsense here at all from David Alcaide. There's Marcel, one of the finest referees in Q Sports.
Definitely. Well, this is a dream start for Team Europe. And he's looking very comfortable out there. Body language, the pace that he's walking around the table. All signs of a very confident player. Just going to play this 8-ball. 2 rails. Touch of right-hand spin. The end in the side rail.
The one thing we've not really seen in this Mosconi Cup is a one-sided match. Certainly not a whitewash. Will Alcaide be responsible for that? It's a ways to go yet. But right now, he is the dominant force. He spotted 27 balls in the match. Tyler Styer has spotted 0. It is 3-0 to the Spaniard as Europe tried to get back onto level terms once again. Well, that pesky phone is ringing again, and oh.
It's just not working out for them, is it? Again, just by a hair, missed that side pocket. Not quite got the pace or the accuracy here. Let's watch that 1 ball, the yellow ball. So close. And he's given David another opportunity at the table. An open table.
Marcel Alcaide doing the right thing, asking the crowd to turn off these mobile phones. They're ringing, and so for the USA are the alarm bells.
He is hitting the ball very confidently. He's just a great player to have on the team, isn't he? Very solid. He's had some great few years playing the game. And you can see the way he's strutting around the table, can't you? His body language. And that's really an important part of competing too, is how you hold yourself and what your opponent's watching.
Mindful he's nowhere near the 6. All ball fouls, of course.
You could hear Jason Shaw in the background there, willing his teammate on. It's been an amazing crowd. But as I've said before, this crowd is so respectful. When the players are down on the shot, they're very quiet.
Yeah, an amazing crowd, but not an amazing positional shot, that. Halfway house. All is forgiven.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to make a mistake there. The 6 ball was close enough to the pocket not to worry, the green 6. Now we've got the lots of left-hand English here to get onto the brown 7 ball. And it should be smooth sailing from here. Another rack under his belt. I feel like room for a quick victory here, don't you, Phil?
You know, there's always a possibility in the Mosconi Cup, but the way that Alcaide's played and the way he's controlled these racks, he's monopolised potting, hasn't he, so far?
Yeah, he's really stamped his authority. He's broken the balls well, they've spread perfectly, and it's just a nice situation when that happens. Oh, you see Tyler? Oh, Tyler stood up. You could see him in the background. Really disappointed there. That was a little teaser, wasn't it?
A game of millimetres. There is no doubt, though, David Alcaide is playing heroic pool. And talking of heroes, backstage, Carl is talking to one. You know, down the road at the Stratosphere, there's a bungee jump. You can jump off this massive tower. There you hang on the precipice. And the 8 ball was like the Stratosphere, hanging on the precipice before finally falling in.
Did you go and do that yet, Phil?
No.
Oh, look at this. He's leading 4-0, breaking the balls. Is this going to be the last rack? We've been watching that one track to the corner. He's made a ball. Has a thin cut, but tough position for the 2. Blue 2 on the side rail there by the purple 5. So is he going to opt to play a good safety? Or is he going to play a safe on the 2? Possibly leave himself a bank. I think that was a smart play to take the 1 and then now play a good safety here. Keeping Tyler Styer under pressure. Not good enough safety there. Came up a bit short. He's given Tyler an edge to hit. Sure, Tyler's pleased to be at the table. He's been frozen out of this match so far.
You know, it pays to keep on the right side of the pool gods. And they're looking down on David Alcaide kindly. This is that 8 ball again. I've never seen a ball hold up over a pocket for quite such a lengthy amount of time. Alcaide's heart must have been beating.
It's unbelievable that dropped when you look at this picture of it. It's just the speed he hit it at. If he'd hit it any harder, it wouldn't have dropped. Well, wow, look at that. That was interesting because Tyler played an okay safety. I would expect David to have made that jump shot. And now it's given Tyler a chance to get the table and get warmed up a little bit here. Very unexpected.
Yes, when the 2 goes in, it will be a eureka moment. It will be Tyler Styer's first ball potted in the match.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any problems in this rack. It's a nice little bonus there that the cue ball dropped. So, pink 4 next, followed by the purple 5 ball. Numerical order. Give himself a nice angle to come back across for the brown 7 ball in that top corner pocket.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one small step, and matches in the Mosconi Cup in the past have been won 5-4 from 4-0 down.
Yeah, you can never give up. The game of pool is an interesting game. I mean, there's so many things that happen, as we saw in the doubles match. Twists and turns, like no other sport. So you never, ever give up. You always keep the heat on the opponent. And the crowd are going wild, getting behind their player.
I think that's a little over the top when you're 4-0 down there, don't you?
Definitely, but they love it. They love the game, they love the sport, they love their team, and Tyler is loving it out there. He's really appreciating it. Amazing. There's something that this tournament brings out in players that no other tournament does. It's incredible.
After the celebration comes the routine 9-ball. Jeremy Jones wants a word. Tyler Styer, he's a trier. There's no white flag with him. David Alcaide's laughing. It might light a fire within him, and indeed the entire European team, because I thought that was poor timing. You do that when you're 4-0 up or 4-1, whatever. But not when you're 4-0 down and you've hardly potted a ball.
Well,
can the Styer come back, gather momentum?
well, again, a dry break. Going to be very disappointed with that. Just can't get going here, can he? And you can't rely on your opponent to make mistakes. So, is David going to push out, or is he going to play a jump shot?
3 dry breaks from Tyler Styer. That's a tough handicap to overcome.
Yeah, at this level, and with these short races, you can't afford to not make any balls on the break. Yeah, he's opted to play them with the jump cue, because it's not really a good push out there. And will he try to draw it back for that 2-4 combo in the corner pocket? No, he tried to. Well, he got away with that a little bit. I mean, there is a 1-8 combination. That's the yellow ball onto the black 8 there. So he tried to draw it back, more emphasis on it. So he's got to go for this. He's eyeing it up. Got to go for this, the way the balls are laid out. It's a big shot. Beautifully played. So calm, cool and collected there. Very nice shot. Very nice start to this rack. Now he's just got to make sure that lands nicely on the 2-4 combo. Sorry, the 3 balls over that pocket. But after that, it's going to be a bit tricky. 2-4 combo, and then with the 3 ball, he's got to leave himself an angle to get to the purple. Five ball. Ooh, he lost control there. That happens so much in this game, and it shouldn't, you know, at their level.
That wasn't so much misplayed as miscalculated.
Yes. Two-ball didn't do what he expected there. Caught it not quite right. Expected more movement from the two-ball, I think. So he's forced to play a safety shot here. Not ideal. But he has covered it. He's left it tricky for David. Not worried about David hitting this ball. It's about the outcome of the shot. So he's looking at playing behind two rails off the side and back rail with some spin. And kicking the two-ball down table. Because that way you can leave coverage of the cue ball around the 6 and the 5 ball if it stays in place. So it's a little two-way shot here. Oh, he's going directly off the back rail there. Didn't think he could get that far. Oh, he got a lucky little kiss there. I'm absolutely sure he didn't play that kiss into the 6 ball with the cue ball. But Tyler does have a jump shot here.
The way things are going, though, the rain in Spain falls mainly on Tyler Styer. He's not having a good run, is he?
No, nothing easy. Great shot. Look at that crowd, loving that. I do love a good jump shot, I have to say. A lot of people don't like the jumping, but it is an art in itself. And that came at the right time.
Made the clearance of the purple 5 ball quite comfortably.
Yeah, the equipment these days is incredible what you can do. And look at that stroke. You know, he did that the other day in a doubles match in the final game. It was 4-4. And he came with that long draw stroke. And he made that look so smooth there. Lots of practice to get you a stroke like that. Lots of dedication.
Yeah, the best form of cue power is the effortless version.
It's certainly sweet to watch. Left himself a nice angle here on the green 6 ball to get back for the 7 ball in the opposite corner. Shouldn't be any problems here. I like the way he composes himself before he gets down on the shot. Doesn't rush into the shot.
Tell you one thing about Styer, he doesn't suffer from imposter syndrome. He believes he should be on this stage.
Well, you know, Phil, if he doesn't believe it, you wouldn't want to be out there, right? You've got to believe in yourself.
Certain players may say they do, and they don't. He does. He knows what he's capable of, and he's determined to do it. Can he pull off what would be a simply extraordinary comeback? There's still some ways to go. But from 4-0 down, Tyler Styer simply refusing to give up the ghost. It's now 4-2. Suddenly, Alcaide starting to feel a little more under pressure. The gold medal in the Mosconi Cup would surely be to win this singles for Tyler Styer. That could be a massive influential role in the overall outcome. Of course, David Alcaide is still very much in the driver's seat here, and I think it's very sensible that the European captain, Alex Lely, who's trying to oversee a hat-trick of European successes, goes out and sits with the Spaniard, just has a quiet word, calms him down.
Well, it's interesting from previous the previous couple of days, in the sense of it's just Alex out there now. We've seen the players flanking the, you know, European players, and I don't know if that's too much. Too many cooks in the kitchen. You know, you're getting different opinions thrown at you. I like the fact that it's just the captain doing his job, and that's really all that I think is needed out there.
When it comes to a captain being here, there and everywhere, the prime example was the late great Severiano Ballesteros in the Ryder Cup at Valderrama in 1997. It was as though he magically appeared everywhere, all over the golf course. Less ground to cover around a small pool table.
And we've got David Alcaide back at the table, leading 4-2 against Tyler Styer. There it goes. That's what he's been playing, that one ball in the corner pocket.
Oh, and look at that 6. It runs just out of the way.
Just far enough for him to have a shot. He might be able to go into the red 3-ball after potting the blue 2-ball here.
That was during the break between racks. Tyler Styer trying to engage the crowd and get them even more on his side than they already are, which I think is pretty difficult.
Now we can see this is a thinnish cut on the 2-ball, blue 2-ball into that top left corner pocket. And he's looking at, walking around, checking where the 3-ball is. Can he make it in the side? Does he want to bump it? All these decisions going through his head.
You know, there was a well-known snooker commentator from many moons ago. When a ball did that, he said, it wiped its feet before going in. And a couple of balls now that Alcaide has spotted have been wiping their feet excessively.
Yeah, maybe not cleanly, but this game also, and I don't know whether he's played it that way or not, but sometimes you're creating angles using a pocket, but not much angle on these pockets. They are 4.5 inches, sorry, 4 inches in the corners and 4.5 inches in the side. So they are playing very tough.
Cue ball ran on slightly more than he wanted. But of course, he's a reigning world champion, David Alcaide. Let's not forget that. He and Francisco Sanchez Ruiz guided Spain to World Cup of Pool glory.
Yeah, a dream team. They're both having the greatest times in their careers right now. Francisco Ruiz winning a few events this year, coming into his own. And so great, the partnership that they have. They're like brothers. Been playing together for 10 years, and they encourage each other so much at all the events and travel together, so makes life a lot more fun, I think.
Alcaide and Francisco Sanchez Ruiz have already won a doubles, the only European success on day one, actually. And now he's on the verge of supplying a second point. For all the naysayers when he was selected to play, this Alcaide's answer.
So the Europeans are getting a little loud now, aren't they, in the audience?
There's the blue crew. Yep,
the blue crew. It's great to see everyone travelling this far, isn't it? Well, after this shot, the cue ball's going to be a little close to the rail, and he's just walking round to see where he wants to place it. Shouldn't pose a problem.
Under this kind of pressure, you can never describe the shot as a certainty. In it goes, though.